What's up, YouTube? It's me, the Artisan MC on the Freedom Ride Friday. Apologies getting to y'all kind of late. I had to go to the dentist. I am in a lot of pain on the side of my head. I have a cavity that has exposed a nerve. Both side of my head, my ear hurts. Every time I take medication, it hurts more when the medication starts working. Stupid. It's not hurting when I was off the medication. As soon as I take the medication, that should start amping up. I get mad or something. So, if I seem a little bit more quick to anger, understand I'm working with some frustration at the moment. So, like, share, subscribe, support the stream. Feel some. What up, Leica? Saw you bouncing here. King Parish was good. So, mixed up the order of what I wanted to talk about. But since you know about the tooth thing, something nice happened to me today. A couple of things, but this main thing happened nice to me. So, yesterday I'm doing my job, right? And come to bring these residents a new refrigerator. And I saw the wife like a day or so before, and she was asking me about color and size and stuff like that. I told her the color is probably black because that's where appliances are right now. That's the style that sells. But I can't say how big it's going to be because I don't know what we get until I show up to pick it up. Now, sure enough, she's worried about it because she has a medium-sized family. They have a lot of damn food. Sure enough, I get this refrigerator, take it over there, they empty out the refrigerator they have. New one got, and it's smaller than the one they have. The husband sends a picture to the wife. Any of y'all who had a long-term girlfriend or wife knows how that shit went. That did not go over well with her. She immediately called the office. She immediately rejected that damn refrigerator. Which I'm not mad about. I knew she wasn't going to take that shit. And the office called me while I was still in the house, like, yeah, she doesn't want that. You can take it out of here and give them their old one back. I said, okay, I just need somebody to sign off on that shit. Right? Called my supervisor. Told him the situation. He said, yep, give it to him. Good. Somebody signed off on it other than me. Somebody in charge said it. Put the refrigerator, the new one out, put it back on the truck, brought their old one back in the house, hooked it back up, and it's back in the house. But I adjusted it so the problem shouldn't be alleviated. Now, during all this, the husband was really cool. And I don't see him often. But every time I have seen him, we had good interactions in school, right? Cool dude. They're like Hawaiian, Asian, Filipino, something like that, right? And he asked me, he just asked me, like, what was my drink? What do I drink? Yeah. I'm low-key irritated, but it wasn't at him. He hadn't done anything. So I told him I didn't give him a smart-ass answer, which was water. But I told him, I said, I drink whiskey, Jack, whatever. He said, man, I'm going to get you a bottle, tomorrow. I got you. Say less. That's his right. Say less. I said, all right, no problem. I'm not worried about it, but it's paying me the whole time anyway. Put it in or not. All I'm here to do is put in this unit. That's what it is. I leave. Come to work today. I'm in a lot of pain. Driving to work from this tooth situation, which is making me very irritable. I go do a work order. When my medicine is kicked in fully and I can actually tolerate it, I figure I'm just going to tough it out, get some of this stuff done. And I get a call from the office, like, where are you? And again, I did not give them a smart ass response, which was in my skin or at work. But I told them, yeah, right down the street. What's up? Oh, so and so's here. Can you come to the office? I'm like, oh, what is this shit about? Head on back to the office, walk down the street, and it's the resident from yesterday. He's there, and he hands over a personal friend of mine, of which I could be an ambassador. Because given the conversation we had yesterday, whiskey and bourbon, he showed up with it. Pulled it out the bag, gave it to me in the office. He did bring me a bottle of bourbon, Maker's Mark, which I do like, which I don't have a bottle of. Which Selma told me, y'all will get this. Selma told me back when I got that tequila, that Terramana, I was going to grab a bottle of Maker's. And Selma told me no. You don't need that right now. Well, all right. Fuck it. Maybe you're right this time. Glad we're talking to you. I didn't get it. Well, today, I got a bottle of Maker's that I didn't ask for. And it showed up. So he basically upgraded. I said, Jack Daniels, motherfucker got me Maker's. I said, this is better liquor. Thank you. Gave him a pound and everything. You know, we good. And we stand in the office for a little while talking and stuff like that. He's a cool dude. Family is a cool dude. They actually really like me as their tech, and I'm one of the only people they want to come there. I'm like, I'm fine with that. Look, I'll take people, you know, liking me and wanting to give me, you know, free shit out of appreciation. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'm black. I'm a black male at that. That shit don't happen all the time. Probably because I'm not flirting with enough chicks, enough big chicks. But don't happen all the time. People are more apt to give you shit than give you some useful shit. So I thought that was nice. That actually, you know, perked my day up a bit because he was a man of his word. He was a man of his word. He said he was going to do that. He sought me out and brought that shit to me. He don't know me from nowhere. I've seen this dude maybe twice. But we're think he's going to get. So if I go back for some other work, what do you think he's going to get? Yeah, I'm going to hook him up. Why? Because you show respect, you get respect. I showed them respect. That's probably why they like me. I got some respect back. I will give them more respect. It's a pleasant little feeding circuit. Or feedback loop, if you want to call it that. Get what you give. I always lead with respect. That's why if I'm pissy at anybody, they earned it. Because I lead with respect first. I don't have a problem doing it. So if they on my shit list, it's because they gave me back disrespect when I led with respect. So that made me feel a little, you know, warm and fuzzy on the inside. Sure enough, you know, mentioned about the coworker in the office. She was like, "Oh yeah, his tooth is hurting today. He's messed up." And dude was joking, "Well, you drink some of that, you won't be feeling it." I said, "Yeah, that's the old West way." They're like, "Oh, you got a pain? Drink that whiskey. Get that whiskey in you. It'll cure it, or you won't feel it." So I was grateful for that. I really was grateful for that. I actually got a little bit of help from a regional who's in town this week. I don't know who that is. Yeah, how am I doing? But there was the spirit of appreciation floating around today, which was cool. Now, on the flip side, when I talked to you guys, I think it was yesterday, I was going to have some Thai food. And I thought about not saying anything about this shit because I was kind of pissed off, and it was so egregious. And I was going to go to the place today and go eat, but my fucking mouth was hurting, so I'm coming close to home. Maybe this weekend, filling up and starting some shit. But I went to the restaurant. It was packed. Sat down, ordered my food, and they acting brand new, or like I'm brand new. Which I've been going to that restaurant for about 3 years. When I stayed in Vallejo and Benicia, I would go to that restaurant, and every time I come in there, I order the same thing. Order the same thing every time I go. So I came in this time, and the little hostess, she was young, like maybe a teenager or somebody's daughter or some shit. She was acting brand new. I ordered my food and it did whatever. And I ordered the same thing. Thai iced tea, like I told you guys. Chicken pad thai, like I always ordered, and some mango and sticky rice. Okay, nothing major, nothing major, regular shit. Well, I'm sitting there. The first thing that happens is she brings me out the mango and sticky rice first. And I'm sitting there reading my little um, booklet that I got from this staff training we had that day. And I'm like, why the fuck did she bring this first? This is dessert. This is a dessert. Mango and sticky rice with coconut milk and stuff like that on it is a dessert. It's a dessert platter. Why the fuck would you bring me my dessert before you even brought me my drink or my entree? So it's a little annoying, but I flagged down the waitress when she comes back through and said, hey, can you put this in the refrigerator for a while till I get my meal? And she's like, okay. And this is when she's bringing me my meal, right? So she takes it, she goes to the back, and then I hear people in the back talking shit. Now, where they sat me right at the very back by the register, and the back of my seat is around the pass to go back into the kitchen. So when she goes back into the kitchen and talk about putting it in the refrigerator, somebody in the kitchen is talking shit. Now, I was married to a Thai woman, okay? Meaning her mama is full Thai, talking Thai, all that shit. I've been around her and her sisters talking in Thai, talking shit. I understand what the fuck that sounds like. Somebody back in that kitchen is talking shit because I asked to have my mango and sticky rice dessert put in the refrigerator until I finish my fucking entree, since they brought it out first, which has never happened in the fucking years I've been coming to this place. Now, I get my Thai iced tea, I get my water, I get my pad thai. I'm chowing down. I'm swooping this shit down like I got a vacuum connected to the back of my head, right? Eating it up. And while I'm eating, I see the girl go and put my mango and sticky rice in the cooler, the beverage cooler, right across from me. I can see it sitting in there. I'm like, all right. Now, once I finish my food, it's busy, but I flag her down. I was like, yeah, I'd like my mango and sticky rice. She goes and gets it. She brings it back. She sets it down. I'm waiting to get into this shit, right? I have a piece of the mango. Good. I take my fork, I cut into the rice, and coming off of the rice is something black and stringy stuck to it. Looks like fucking hair, a long black hair. In a restaurant serviced by long-haired Asians, Thai women. Now, to be fair, how they prepare their mango and sticky rice is banana leaf on the plate, rice on top, mango cut up on top of the rice, coconut milk and stuff, and seeds, sesame seeds or some shit like that. Now, it could be said that this small, thin piece that looks like hair is, in fact, part of the banana leaf. Well, here's the problem with that. I thought that at first, like, okay, it's part of the leaf. But then I looked at the leaf and tried to separate another piece to see, okay, it was frayed. Maybe it's just this. Didn't come off. Meaning, it wasn't a piece that was cut off. This is what the fuck it is. It's hair. Now, I immediately pushed my mango and sticky rice away from me. And I want this shit. I came in for this. There's two things I come to that spot for. That big ass Thai iced tea that's served in the craft, and the mango and sticky rice with the green rice. I come for that shit. Been coming here for years to have these two dishes. Every time I show up, the same shit. In all those years of coming there, I've never had anything like that in my fucking food. Never. So I immediately push it aside, and I'm pissed off because I want to eat this shit. Bad enough that they brought it out to me early, but now I got something in it. Flag down the little hostess, tell her, there's a hair in this. I don't want this. And I've poured it out, and it's just sitting on the plate. She takes it back to the kitchen, and guess what I hear? Somebody in the kitchen talking shit. What the hell? Wait a minute. Who paying who here? She's gone for a minute. While everybody in the kitchen is talking shit. Oh, that's a banana. That's part of the banana leaf. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? Okay, hold that energy. After about 5-7 minutes, the person who's talking shit in the back comes out, puts the plate back down on the table with the shit still on it, trying to tell me and explain to me how this is part of the banana leaf. It's not a hair. I look up from her at my thing with her telling me all this shit, and I tell her, "Gonna get my check." Now she doesn't like this, the fact that I've asked for my check, because she's trying to tell me and convince me that this is not a hair, but piece of banana leaf. And what I tell her is, it looks like a hair to me. You're not going to stand here and try to convince me that it's not. Because basically, she brought it back out to the table like, you going to eat this shit. Oh, the fuck I'm not. Give me my check. Now, I don't get into no argument with her. I don't. My responses are very short. Bring me my check. To me, that looks like a hair. Simple. To the point. You know what she tells me in response? Okay, I'm going to bring you your check, but don't come back here again. What are you talking about? They take 10 minutes to bring me my check. And when they bring me my check, what's on there? That mango and sticky rice that I haven't eaten. I stop the hostess and I tell her, you need to take this off here because I'm not paying for that. You got a hair in it. I didn't eat it. I'm not paying for it. Hostess beats it, goes back to the kitchen, more squawking. I sit there another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes. Other people are helped and everything else. Then they bring me my check without it on there. I pay that shit, leave the hostess a tip, and get the fuck out of there. Now, the mango and sticky rice was $10. I made that up in probably the tip that I gave the chick. So it still ended up being close to the same amount of money. It might have lost $5. But I'm thinking about that shit. It's like, wait a minute. I'm the customer. I'm paying for my meal. I didn't ask for a free meal. I didn't ask for free shit. Only thing I said was, this is a hair in this thing. You try to come out and explain to the customer it's not a hair, it's this. So what do you expect me to do? Take your word for it and eat it? Why don't you fucking eat it if it's not a hair? But you pissy because you had to cut up half a piece of a mango, a quarter of a mango, and some rice in an Asian food restaurant? Don't come back again. Who the fuck are you talking to? That's why I was going to show up in there again tonight. Dressed the same way and order the same shit and dare them to do something to my fucking food. Because to me, that's some discriminatory shit. Because out of all the folks in there, I was the only one that was black. And I'm sure if any of these other people would have told you sitting in this restaurant that that's a fucking hair, you wouldn't have came from the kitchen to try to explain to them that it wasn't. Oh, you got to eat this shit. No, the fuck I don't. And give you one better. I'm not paying for it either. I pay for the shit that I eat. If I didn't eat that, I'm not paying for it. If your presentation for your meal is in any way gives the person who's to consume it that there is something in it that's not supposed to be, you automatically eat that shit as a restaurant. It don't matter what the fuck it is. You do not get the right to come out to the customer and then try to browbeat the customer into eating the shit. Fuck you. Look, I'm not preparing this shit. I'm trusting you. And if you bring out something that got something in it, nigga, that's an automatic wash. I'm not touching it. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. And the reason I thought of that line that she should have ate that shit, and I didn't think about that till I left, was in the old school Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland is a food critic. Or a health inspector, excuse me. He's a health inspector in San Francisco, which if you know anything about San Francisco, it's funny as fuck to say health inspector in San Francisco. Point being, he's in a restaurant, he's telling the fucking chef that these capers are rat turds. Those are not capers. And he's asking them, what is it? Oh, that's a caper. No, it's a rat turd. No, that's a caper. And what he tells him is, okay, you eat it. The motherfucker don't want to eat it. Exactly. If she was so sure it was a banana leaf, she could have stuck it in her mouth or just made me another one. You know, take that other quarter of the mango, throw it on some more rice, bickety bam, lickety split. No, she brings the same one out there and she want to argue with me about it. Like I'm doing her a disservice. Bitch, I'm paying you. And I ain't paying you for shit my food. You order shit, you eat shit. Yeah, Malika. It does sound like that Richard Pryor joke, doesn't it? Now, she came out there with all that bluster and all that attitude, and I looked her in her eyes like I was going to snatch her fucking soul when I told her, bring me my check. That's all you need to do. Just bring me my check. I didn't get up and leave. I didn't make a scene. Nobody else in the restaurant knew what the fuck we was talking about except for her ass being out there trying to be loud and talking to me like she about to shame somebody. You ain't shaming me. I don't have to pay for this shit. There's people walk out of restaurants having eaten the food and don't pay for none of the shit. Ooh, I feel sick. That ain't what I did. Now, I didn't go into it with the woman about how many years I've been coming here because that's white folk shit. That's what they do. You know how much money I spent in here? But if she knew better, she'd probably recognize me. At least, if not, once a month, it is 4 times a month. Same day, same restaurant for 3 years. And because one time something went afoul with whatever the fuck you was producing for me, I don't want it. You telling me not to come back on one viewing, on one sitting, because of a funky mango and what is possibly a hair? Bitch, you out of your mind. That's why I was really gonna show up again, just for the fuck of it, just to be that kind of motherfucker, that kind of asshole. To prove a point, you ain't gonna stop me from coming where the fuck I feel like coming. What you are gonna stop doing is bring me some shit that look like it got hair in it. That's what you will do, or I will report your ass. See how you like that shit. I didn't make a scene. I didn't cuss you out. I didn't do shit untoward in that situation, but tell you that looks like a hair to me. And I don't want it, and I'm not paying for it. Plain and simple. Yeah, had it rice. That goofy shit. So that's why I was gonna show up, because look, she should have said that shit, don't come back. Fuck you, bitch. I'll be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow with bells on. Who the fuck is you? You gonna kick me out for what? For showing back up? Fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Fuck with my food again. Then you'll have a reason to try to kick me out. But you'll also have a reason to get your ass shut down too. Stupid ass. I just didn't like the attitude, because to me that gets into that. To me, it gets into that fucking with black folk shit. Because even if I wasn't, I had to think about it from the position of, what if this was my first time ever coming in this restaurant? You just tried to ban me from coming back to this restaurant ever again because I found something in your food? And because I won't let you convince me of something else? You gonna try to ban me? How does that work? That looks really fucked up. I mean, for real. That seems really fucked up. That's an extreme. She got, what is it? Maybe 20 tables. She got 20 covers in this restaurant right now. Do you think the $10, not even $10, because mind you, the tip that I gave the hostess covered half of the fucking sticky rice. So $5. You lost $5 on a busy night with all those covers. And $5 is going to wrinkle your fucking feathers like that. Hell no. That must have been because it was me. And not me being artisan, me being some black dude in here. Solo dolo, ordering all 3 of these things off top. I didn't even need to see a menu. I knew what the fuck it was I wanted. That's how often I've been in there. I don't need to see your fucking menu. But because you had something, you had to take something back to the kitchen, you got your ass on your shoulders and, oh, don't come here again. Go fuck yourself. I'll be there every day from now on. And you're going to give me good service. And if you don't, We will see your ass on the news. How about that? About how you discriminate against customers when you serve them some subpar food. I should have took a picture of that shit. That's what I should have did. But I say that not because I'm trying to see somebody get their shit fucked up and their business ruined. No, I'm not doing it because of that. Because that rudeness and that attitude needs to be stomped the fuck out. I'm sick of people acting like that with black males, like they can just treat them like shit just because they fucking feel like it. Especially when they ain't did shit to you. I came in and paid for a whole meal. I came in and offered you money. I ain't coming in there belligerent. I didn't come in there reeking of weed. Wasn't talking disrespectfully to nobody. None of that shit. I'm the picture of professional and a good customer. But because something was wrong with something that you sent out from the kitchen, you got an attitude with me. I didn't cook this shit. And I didn't, my bald ass didn't bring this hair, banana peel, whatever the fuck it was in here and stick it in my plate. So you mad over $10? You better get over your fucking self. I remember going to that place when it was COVID. COVID lockdown. The motherfuckers was damn near closed. They were serving food through a fucking slot and happy they could still be selling the shit. I was one of the customers still patronizing their fucking place during COVID lockdown. Still ordering food from them. Trying to keep y'all in business, man. I'll spread it around everywhere I can. But this bitch telling me not to come back because that dish didn't look right. Make that make sense. Disrespect, dude. Disrespect. Maybe because of that shit. I just I'm telling you, read that in the man not, boy, you be amped up. But even still, I wouldn't read that at the table. But even still, what the fuck? What the hell is with people? Black man, we got to do better at changing that damn image for us, man. We really do. And I'm not expecting all the everyday rank and file to get on board. But if you in the black manosphere on YouTube and you circulating some of these spaces where brothers, you can hear brothers having productive conversations and shit like that, you need to be one of the ones out there taking that message out there and trying to champion that to people. Get that image under control. To help us get that image under control. Because that shit has to stop, dude. It has to fucking stop. That is completely unnecessary. Unfucking necessary. And not that I'm listening to this bitch, I won't. I'll go back there whenever the fuck I feel like it. I'll probably go tomorrow just to prove a point. And I hope she's there because I'll make her wait on me. I will. Why? Because you're going to fix that fucking attitude. I'm sick of unruly ass women. Disrespectful, unruly ass women. She's saying that shit like she gonna throw me out. Bitch, I wish you would get bad enough to try. This rice won't be the only thing sticky in this bitch. Fuck you gonna do? Especially if I ain't even did shit but order food and pay for what I ate. Fuck you. Black male restaurant patrons are supposed to have dietary standards and respect. What if you were a food critic or an FDA agent? I could have been. I'm sitting there with paperwork at the table reading through it with a pen out. I could have been making notes on your fucking service, bitch. I could have been from Yelp or anybody. And I don't even like Yelp because it's bullshit. Because people who don't have situations like that or do get on there and blow your fucking restaurant up. Will blow it up. ruin your business for months to come on made up stories, barely factual. So that shit rubbed me the wrong way. But it's a sharp contrast between the Asian I was dealing with her last night having dinner and the Asian man I'm dealing with today bringing me fucking alcohol, appreciating my professionalism in my work. Stark contrast. That's why you can't say all people like this act this way because people are different. And you got to judge them on a case by case basis, unfortunately. You can't do the lazy thing and say, oh, all niggas is criminals. No, all niggas ain't criminals. Even the difference between black men and niggas, we ain't all criminals. Even if it's just the niggas, they ain't all criminals. Some of them is just liars. Not criminals, just liars, nigga. It's just what it is. You got to deal with them on a case by case basis. That's why I don't just outright just hate everybody just because. I hate you because you did some shit. And predominantly, what you did was be disrespectful. When I was being respectful to you, and you showed disrespect, which means you have now jumped your ass off the ledge of being respectful into I don't have to give you any respect now. I am perfectly justified in unloading the clip on your ass whenever I fucking feel like it. Because you brought this on yourself with your disrespectful ass attitude. You know, I can say in both situations, with the guy yesterday or with the guy yesterday and the woman yesterday, I was respectful to both of them. Even in the other situation where it's causing me more work to move two refrigerators twice, I was still respectful to that dude. And that respect paid off because he was somebody who respected it. This chick, respectful to her, respectful for the little girl, all of that shit. She was disrespectful to me because she felt insulted, I guess. Because a plate with a quarter mango and some rice on it got sent back to the kitchen. Fuck out of here. So, what's the point? Point is, get y'all respect. Stop letting. I wouldn't even say I let this bitch. She did what the hell she did. But call people on that shit when you can. Call them on that shit because that shit got to be stopped. I told y'all I got good. I got good with my union once because they had some chick working in there that was disrespectful as fuck to me. I got good with the union just to make sure she got out of that office. That they got her ass out of that fucking office because she didn't need to be working with the public. Not the rank and file members who paying and out here in the field. No, you don't get to stand in here and be disrespectful to us. Oh hell no. That is not your job. You can get your ass back out there, get them fucking bags back on, and get your ass out there and start earning the daily bread just like everybody else. Because that's a privilege to sit up in our union office. That's not a right, bitch. I got back in good standing just to make sure she got out of the fucking office. Because I don't like disrespect. So that's it. I'm gonna go in here and call my insurance company because apparently I need to go get some root work done, and I had to figure out something to eat and how much medication I can take at 10 o'clock because I'm not trying to feel this shit forever. But things are happening. I got some words coming back, hopefully tonight and tomorrow about this living situation. So we'll see what happens by Sunday. So fingers crossed for your boy. One or two things will happen at the time. But yeah, that's it. That's the Freedom Ride Friday. I'm back home, and I guess I can start cleaning up and packing up some shit. Guess I can do that. But I will be watching the Foundation tonight. I don't know who's into watching that shit. It will be a watch and review. If you guys are interested, you can tell me. I'll throw a link in the community tab and let y'all join in. It'll be a closed stream. It won't be live, but I'll watch it and do my review, and then put the watch and review up on Patreon, and then the review will go up on YouTube later on. But I'm interested to see what this finale is because fucking Brother Day did the damn fool last week, and it wasn't in the book, but that shit was like my coworker said, that shit was kind of metal, nigga. That was kind of metal. Like what the fuck? Like what? I need to know. That wasn't the finale. I got to see what the hell is happening this week. How you gonna top that? A bunch of other people got to die apparently. So I'm gonna go in here and check this out. Thank you guys for coming through, listening to my antics, and I will see you next time. I think. Yeah, yeah. I'll see you next time. Peace.